All right, and good evening or good morning, good afternoon, whenever you decided to watch this video. Today we are going to be doing another video. Parents, I guess this one's finally here for you guys. We are going to be doing standard algorithm of long division. Just like me, probably like you, this is the way we would have learned it back when we were in school. Everything that I've done from this point to where we're at now has just been strategies and different ways to look at long division to hopefully make more sense of what we're actually doing when we get into standard algorithm. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get to a problem or an example that we might see in our homework tonight. I will just come up with I'll do a 3-digit dividend. 378 will be my dividend. And my divisor, I will use 18. Okay, so I'm doing 378 divided by 18. I want to know how many times does 18 go into 378. We've talked about this in class. Don't think about this as one big step and we just need to do the whole entire problem as one thing. Let's think about this as small steps. So I'm really going to be focusing on just one digit at a time and going with that route, okay? What I want to do is I want to figure out how many times does 18 go into 3 only. Well, obviously, 3 is not big enough to fit 18 pieces, so I would need to put a 0. I'm going to put the 0 there to kind of help me with my place marker. I just want to make sure my place values are all lined up. There's a number above each one of the digits in my dividend. So I would just then move on to the next one. I would say 37 divided by 18 now. Or how many times does 18 go into 37? We have talked about a lot of different strategies on how to get there. You could either skip count by 18s, and obviously that kind of gets more challenging as we get into higher numbers. You can think about multiples of 20 because 20 is close to 18. That would give us a good idea of where we could be. But we are thinking about all kinds of different ways. For me, on this one, I would think about multiples of 18 because 1 times 18 is 18. 2 times 18, I can still do in my head, is 36. And that is really close to the number that I have is 37. But if you decided to do multiples of 18 or close to 18, I could say 18 is close to 20. Here, let me go ahead and actually put that in a different color just so it stands out. So 18 is kind of like 20, close to 20. So I could think about multiples of 20, close to 37. And so I could see that I could fit in probably 2 groups of 18 to 37. So that's what I would put up on here. I would have 2 groups of 18. 2 times 18 is 36, like we've already said. And I would subtract. 37 minus 36 is 1. After I subtract, I bring down the next number. And now my new number that I have here is 18. I repeat those same exact steps. I will divide, then I'll multiply, subtract, and then bring it down. So now I have 18 divided by 18. How many times does 18 go into 18? Hopefully we can understand that it's just once. 1 times 18 is 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. There are no more numbers to bring down, so I am all done with this problem. My quotient, or the answer to my division problem, is 21. Really what that means, there's 21 groups of 18 that would fit into 378. All right, I'll do another one, and we will look at maybe a few more strategies on how to use our rounding or estimation. Let's go ahead and we'll do 37 goes into 925. Okay, so this is just another example. And so for this one, same exact way, step by step. 37 goes into 9, 0 times. 37 goes into 92. Again, we would use some rounding or skip count. For me, I will say 37 is we'll use the rounding or skip counting by a rounded number just to make this a little bit easier on us. 37 is close to 40, so I'm going to be listing out multiples of 40 until I get to 92 without going over. So I would have 40, then 80, 120, and then I'll have to stop there because 120 is too much for the 92 that I have. So I'm thinking that there are 2 groups of 37 that would fit into 92. So I'm going to write the 2 up on the top, and then I would multiply 2 times 37. If you could do that in your head, that's fantastic. If you can't, use some scrap paper to do that work. 37 times 2. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. As long as this answer is less than the number that we're trying to divide, we are good to go, which it is. So 92 minus 74. We'd have to borrow to regroup. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. My leftovers is less than my divisor, so I am good to continue on. I bring down the 5. So now I have 185 is my new number, and I'm still dividing it up by 37. I want to know how many times does 37 go into 185. But do you guys remember how we started this list of multiples? I can continue this list until I get to 185 now. So I did 40, 80, 120. The next multiple would be 160. And then we would have 200. Okay? So if I'm looking at my multiples, I would see that 200 is too much. So I would actually probably use 1, 2, 3, 4 multiples of 37. I would take side work, 37 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. As long as this number is less than this number, I'm good to go. So I think it's going to be 4. 4 times 37 is, we just said, 148. I would do my subtraction to see how much I have left over. Borrow and regroup. I know it's kind of hard to see, sorry. 15 minus 8 is 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. So I have 37 left over. Oh, wait. My divisor is 37 though. So what I just realized is that I did not pull enough groups of 37 out in the beginning. So my estimation showed that I could do 4 groups, but the actual is actually more than that. Because this leftovers is exactly the same amount as my divisor, this is saying I could do 1 more group of 37. So I would actually take this 4, and it's no longer 4, it is just 5, okay? And because I pulled 1 more group of 37 out, I would just subtract 37 more. So 37 minus 37 is 0. So my quotient is not 24, but it is 25. And obviously if you had a pencil or something that you could do, and you could erase your 4 and change it into the 5 to make your adjustment. Okay, so these are all strategies that we have been learning in class. We are using rounding to get close. We are using scrap paper to check our work. And then we just do it step by step, over and over again until we have no more numbers to divide. Hopefully this video helps. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll help you guys out when you guys return. All right, have a good night. Thanks.